Did I spot a question early on? Supriya said, today has been a VP day. I put everything that there is in this fire of satsang to be burnt away. Thank you, Father and Sangha. Actually, when I hear things like this, it's like God is saying that I'm having a VP day. So, although I hear it, I cannot find myself ever believing it. So, if these things are happening and something still gets your belief, use that. Use that for your inquiry. Don't miss this opportunity. But because what needs to be seen in all of these situations, see it now. Don't avoid any of it. Don't run from any of it. It's like life is showing you something, and it'll keep showing you this till you stop resisting it. So whatever it might be, you say bring it on. Not with a sense of arrogance, just with a simplicity, with a sense of wonder. Let's see what else you have to throw at me. And with some of you, it is trying everything. I was reading a very funny exchange. Sorry, not funny for you, maybe, but it was funny when I was reading. So yesterday it was hailing here in Bangalore. So Anandi left her window open, or some water came in through the window, and it sort of just drenched her computer, and it stopped working, isn't it? Then someone suggested, in our sangha suggested that why don't you use a hair dryer to dry it off? It seemed like a great idea. But then her hair dryer has different specifications because it's a American dryer. So she plugged it in and she'll blow the socket also. So I don't know whether the hair dryer also survives to save the computer. So when we make the prayer, bring it on, then we must be prepared for that prayer to be answered. You must be prepared that it can really bring it on. You cannot use the prayer, bring it on, as a sort of a reverse psychology like we do with our kids sometimes. If I say bring it on, then life will stop troubling us. See, if you're doing it like that, then it'll keep testing. Even if you don't have that intent, you might still get tested in this way. And the mind comes and says, oh, see, you said, you made this prayer, maybe you weren't ready, all this rubbish. But it's just another opportunity for us to see that I am completely untouched by any of these events, any of these appearances. Isn't it?
Like I'm living in that surprise.
Yes.
Very strong. It's very, very strong.
I remember once a dear friend used to work with me, and one day what happened is that she left her computer in the car, in the back seat, and her driver was there in front. So what she did is she left, and this driver was on the phone. And so what happened is somebody opened the door behind. The driver didn't even notice, it seems, and these thieves just picked up the computer and they ran away. And she used to be working with me at that time, so the computer belonged to the office. It belonged to me at that time. So she came in and she's sharing and she's sharing, and I'm saying it's okay, it's all good. So she says, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you angry with me. I want you to get upset and get angry and say how could you be so careless? But I just couldn't. Just another nothing. Just another nothing. Doesn't mean that I'll always play like that. It could be another way also. But this reaction was very funny to me when I heard it that time. Yes. I don't want to hear it's okay. tell me it's not. And I should have been more careful, and how you're angry with me for losing your computer. But it's just nothing. So you can come to the conclusion it is nothing very quickly, and sometimes you come to the conclusion it is nothing after some time. But eventually you will come to this conclusion. Even if you don't come to this conclusion by death, then death will show you this conclusion. Which phenomena, which attachment will survive your death? Everything must turn to dust eventually. Even dust will turn to dust. So find out when something seems wrong, find out who is the me at the root of it. Who is the me? Who is the victim at the root of it? Who is all of this happening to? In this way, then, you use these opportunities. You stop looking at them as tests also. Although I also sometimes say that it's a test, actually you will start looking at them as opportunities. These are the opportunities in which your life has to live up to what your mouth is saying. Otherwise, the mouth can say very beautiful things, but these are the opportunities in which you can check if it is authentic what the mouth is saying. It's very beautiful. Okay? So we all enjoy watching Guruji's video, Muji's video, where it's all nothing, nothing, nothing. So we say it's all nothing, nothing, nothing. Then everything around us turns to nothing, nothing, nothing. Do we still say that? So this is like what I say. This is when spirituality hits the road, you see, when the rubber really hits the road. That's when it is important.